Alright, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lampy28, your caster for today. IVRL Season 1, week number 17. We have Bossfight versus Dead Logic, and what a matchup this is turning out to be. We are looking at the number, 2 team in the EU versus the number 5. Let me confirm that once more. Yeah, Bossfight, number 2 currently in the EU division, with a total SRS ranking points of 2,465. And Dead Logic coming in at number 5 in the EU division with a SRS point of 2,430. So only 35 points separate these two in SRS points from 2 to 5. And it's going to be a good matchup. Exciting to see these guys go at it. Bossfight always puts on a show. Dead Logic really running away with things this year amongst the leagues and always at the top of the game as well. So excited to see this go down. Let's get into what's going to be map number 1. Maybe. Love it when touch portal doesn't want to work. Alright, get that. There it goes. We got the bands coming up for you. And today, we are currently in set number 3 of IVRL. Set number 3 means this is the third set of map pools in the league. We are there in the last section of the league right before the playoffs to begin. So we have 10 maps. 8 of them are DPI maps from left to right, and 2 maps on the far right side, Arctic and Shipyard, are custom maps. These maps are designed and created by people outside of the game that actually work for the game, work for DPI. These are just, you know, the community members and those who enjoy making maps and have the patience to do so. Those get inputs into the game when they do become game worthy, and they go through their trials and errors, and that's what we're seeing there on the far right, Arctic and Shipyard. And unfortunately, they are both banned this time around on this match. But what we do have available are 6 other great maps to choose from: Suburbia, Bazaar, Subway, Snow Peak, Abandon, and Downfall. Now, the ban system does go this way in the IVR, as home gets to ban the first map, which is Cargo. And that was Bossfight. Bossfight banning Cargo from us tonight. And then away team Dead Logic getting 2 bans in a row. They're banning Quarantine and Shipyard. And then back to the 4th and final ban, back to the home team, which is Arctic. So that is the 4th and final ban coming from that side. And right, let's get back to the scoreboard here. As you can tell, we are on map 1, which is Snow Peak. Snow Peak coming out for map number 1. That is Bossfight's pick, and we shall see how that's going to go down. We're going to jump into it, check out the starting lineup, and see what's going down here in game. As you can see, we're still waiting on a few members left on the Dead Logic side, but we have a full 5 members of the Bossfight here ready to go. Starting things off, Scooby-Doo, Archer, Legel, Little Sayonara, and Woods 43. So far on the Dead Logic side, table 14, Snow and Care. Care is a brand new member of Dead Logic, just joined the team this week, so this is her first go around with Team Dead Logic. And did hear the beeps to start, but they were probably canceling the auto start. But yeah, Care running this her first official match with Dead Logic, and happens to be a casted one. So let's root on Care in chat, and hopefully everybody's doing well in chat. And make sure you get those predictions up and going, and make sure that you guys are betting on who you feel is going to win map number 1. Right, we'll sit here, wait a little bit while the members do load up in here. So we got things set up. Your predictions should be up and rolling as they have been for a little while now, but make sure you do predict who's going to win map number 1 with your channel points. Channel points are basically viewer rewards. The more you watch, the more you chat, the more points you earn. The longer you watch, the more points you earn. If you do like the channel, and or if you subscribe to the channel, which if I believe Amazon Prime has a current thing going on. If you are a Prime member, I believe you get a free subscribe to the channel, and we would appreciate that, as that does help myself and the other casters as well, and the league itself. All those benefit us, and we do greatly appreciate all that. So still have 9 members in. Not sure if they're going to be running a 5v4 as the time is winding down for the start of the match. We shall see how this one plays out. Appreciate y'all being up in here already on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. Horizon Workham, appreciate your first time chatter, first one into the stream as well. Appreciate you having here, gentlemen, once again in here. Hoochie Section 1, Okies, yeah, Oaks, okay, Oaks. Another Dead Logic map without you in it, man. You gotta quit working so much. Clinton OZ, appreciate you. Emil, yeah. Good crew, do appreciate y'all being in here. We're gonna have one heck of a matchup for you guys. Let's jump in. We'll fly around this beautiful map of Snow Peak while we do wait. Snow Peak being a larger map in the map pool, but does offer some close quarter action when you do get inside the tunnels and stuff here. You could work inside the tunnels and get a little more CQB. There is some hallways in the tunnels as well. We do have a nice CQB style objective here on the very first one. Gonna head over to, you know, some people call like the garage or the warehouse or kill box. Kill box is the term that I like to use. Just it seems fitting, as it is just a small box with a lot of death. And we are far here in the north as we get up into where the objective sits, which is the satellite dish here. This is what we call the kill box, or I call the kill box. Some people call warehouse. There is a garage building in the far south, but it is more open, which this has 4 doorways, 2 that go to the outside, which is the north and the west doorways, and you have the south and the east doorways that do go into the tunnel system. Again, more close quarters coming through here, tight hallways, nowhere to really go. A lot of bottlenecking could occur back into the open tunnels out here. Same thing with this tunnel here, back into the OBJ as well. So as you can tell, a lot of tight quarters, close quarters happening. Still waiting on that 10th member of Dead Logic. But for those that are not familiar with the game, maybe watching it or just learning how this happens, every round there is a satellite dish placed on the map. The map is created with certain positions, so you can see where all the positions are over time. And if you look at the maps that are created in different discords, you can tell where the OBJ locations do end up and where you start and spawn locations. But you have a 5v5 milsim. You can play with 4 or 3, but it gets much harder, obviously. But 5v5 is the goal. Offense and defense. Offense is Marsoc, also in the tan uniforms. Defense is Volk, and they are in the black uniforms. The objective is for the Marsoc to try and kill all 5 members of the Volk team, or make it to the satellite dish within a 6-minute timer to this satellite dish and get within a certain vicinity. You know, roughly, I think like 15 foot if you're doing realistic measurements, you know, 5 meters or something like that. And then you put in a 7-digit code that is on your tablet. You have to pull out a tablet off of your back, pull out the tablet, check the code on one screen, remember the 7 digits, go to another screen on the tablet and punch in that 7-digit code before you are killed or run out of time. By either the offense or the defense killing all 5 members of the opposing team, you earn 1 point. If the defense stops themselves from dying, or the offense from capping, sending the uplink within that timer, they also earn 1 point. And on the other side of things, with the offense, they can kill all members of the defense, earn a point, or they can send the uplink and earning themselves 2 points.
My fucking door fell off.
There we go. We have our 10th member in, Navalicious, joining us. And there is Care starting with her first match of Dead Logic and being on cast.
Okay. Good start, guys. Good start. Anyway, good luck.
Dead, and then via the lake, right? 43? Yeah, it's a long way around me, yeah.
Scooby-Doo and crew starting down in the south in the garage. It looks like 2 of the members, Scooby-Doo and Woods 43, going to jump in and head outside towards the lake as Legil and the others do head through the tunnel system. Back on the defense, see how things are holding up with these guys here. It looks like a very tight defense. 4 members inside the kill box, or 3 members inside, with Navalicious just outside to the east. And Snow pushing through the tunnels a little bit. Gonna get a little bit aggressive. Trying to get out here and get some audio cues going down. And there is Snow getting down in a prone position. That is real life laying down position right there. As trying to get that nice angle and surprise there onto that hallway. Looks like the offense has kind of closed up or shortened up their push as they are waiting for the rest of their teammates to make their way across the lake and up here to the kill box area. Woods and Scooby-Doo have a long rotation, but it is very critical to get some people up here in the north and making sure there's nobody out here in the North Hills that could possibly flank or surprise your teammates. As the kill box is directly on the other side of this hill, there are multiple entrances, which is right here and towards the lake, that these guys can come from. So people can come out of the tunnel system, capture you from the lake side or the tunnel side, and then surround any type of push that you may have on the kill box from the north edge. Furious Daddy with a great spot here. Good protection from both corners, but looking and protecting his one doorway. That is his job, as other members also have doorways to watch, as Table 14 is looking across the kill box here and looking at the doorway on that side. And Care directly on objective, guarding Snow's back, watching the doorway there. Snow, tablet out. Watching in case any of her teammates do go down. And Bossfight really holding up on offense, not pushing too fast, allowing their north approach to make their way around, and not giving off any audio cues, as Woods 43. Woods getting close with Scooby-Doo, clearing out the north. As we can tell, Dead Logic just hanging inside the objective, playing it a little more conservative. Archer and Scooby have made it here to the north side. Little sayonara.
Sandbag on the other door, the other warehouse door. The sandbag right outside the other side of the warehouse.
Scooby does have a drone, as you can tell by his tablet.
He's 3 meters in front of the door.
I can hear the drone. There is the drone. And drone is part of a package you can get on the offensive side. It can be shot down. And it kind of gives you a caster view like this, but not so much. Kind of like this, but more of a black and white. And that's how they are seeing that opponent there. Ooh, nade does not connect. Flash coming out. Navalicious getting flashed and going prone. Trying to hide behind the sandbags, and great teamwork from Bossfight there, as they do use the drone to their advantage. Jump inside here. Furious Daddy, Table 14, very cautious. Table 14 jumping out into the doorway, gonna get picked off. But table 14 throwing a grenade, downing little Sayonara. Now, they should get that revive. Very risky, bold move there by table 14. Getting exposed outside that doorway a bit. As Archer is throwing in some smoke here into the kill box. And Furious Daddy finding that kill onto Archer. I hear the drone. Is the drone outside? Oh, no, the drone is inside. They have the drone inside. And as you can tell, they are calling out positions of where those people could be sitting. Now, the sound of the uplink is probably drowning out that a little bit as Care and Woods do trade, and we are quickly down to a 2v3. Snow and Furious Daddy, the only two left on objective to defend this. Still, nobody spotting out the drone as it is just sitting in the corner. Scooby finding Furious Daddy and little Sayonara. And Snow blowing the C4 and little Sayonara getting that last kill and Bossfight taking round number 1 here. Great work by both sides. Great drone work there by Bossfight. Wow, what a first round. That drone really come into play there. Really helped take out Navalicious there outside the doorway, laying behind that sandbag. That's a very powerful position. It's well known that some people do play there, but to know their exact location is a big benefit when you do throw that flash and grenade over and attack that. So that drone really coming into play there and bringing the drone into the kill box side, the inside, and I believe the objective and the noise that it does make, as you're probably hearing now as I think about that, probably quite loud. The objective sound of it beeping and running probably drowned out a little bit of that drone sound. So man, good start to things. We'll jump back in here because we know things are going to start awfully soon. But let's see where the offense is going to spawn. Are they going to get a mirror spawn? Mirror spawns meaning the same spawn as the last offensive round started, which the last offensive round started over here in the garage. If they don't get that spawn, they can get one. I believe it's more out in this location and a little bit of ahead. We shall see where they start. Looks like mirror spawn. Going to get the garage.
Do you want to change strat, or should we just keep going where we were going?
I'm gonna go over this way.
Yeah.
Let's see how the defense is going to set up. Looks like Scooby-Doo heading outside. Little Sayonara heading outside. Or no, he's heading in the tunnels. Archer staying in.
Why does it look like we're beta 4? Why are we beta 4?
Oh, they are. Somebody didn't ready up. And it's too late to round reset. Somebody either didn't round ready up or somebody dropped. Nope, somebody just didn't ready up.
Nope.
Because everybody's still there. Nobody's rounds resetted. Unfortunate events there for Bossfight. You have a timer, an auto timer between rounds that you have to obey by, otherwise you get penalized if you run it too far down. But if all members are not ready up, or whoever's not readied up, they don't get to start the round. Now, there is a round reset that could happen if the team realizes something in the first 20-25 seconds, that something isn't right. Somebody grabbed the wrong loadout or didn't load up like this time, they could hit a give up button. But it wasn't noticed quick enough, and they did not get that reset in time. So Bossfight down one man early on here. Dead Logic does need to take that advantage of that as Navalicious almost TKs. Flash coming out, little Sayonara pushing it with the flash and finding Snow. Bringing it to a 4v4, picking up a little bit of utility from that body.
They downed one in tunnel. They've got one. Let's take a 4.
Care doing a little bit Care and Table both in a prone position, trying to approach the kill box from this side, not knowing, and this is where that not knowing who's sitting where. There could be somebody sitting behind either one of these sandbags or behind the barrels, and without the drone or some type of aerial view, it's really hard to tell if there's anybody out here. I would imagine we're going to see some utility from either Table or Care, but they may not want to give away their location either, as how slow they are moving. They're not giving off any sound cues either.
Which door? The southwest one?
Woods creeping, looking outside that doorway. Scooby-Doo also. Navalicious.
Don't rage.
Happy little accidents.
May go off to the gate.
Furious Daddy going to try to approach this as Scooby-Doo is sitting back outside here along one of these winged walls. Table 14 just putting himself up against this wall, and right now just listening for audio cues, wanting to know where people are at. And if there were anybody talking on the other side of the wall, they would be able to hear it very easily. And as you can see, Care also moving very, very slowly, because if you can keep a very, very slow pace, you don't give off any audio cues. So nobody inside can hear you. And it's harder for the people inside to plan, as Furious Daddy has moved his way up here. Scooby-Doo just waiting for anybody to make some movements or make some type of noise. As Furious does, if he finally does shoot or throw utility, Scooby should pop this side. And here comes Scooby. Ooh, Furious Daddy may have saw him. And the grenade grabbing him. Scooby confirming that body.
Echo 3.
C4 coming out, grabbing Care. Table 14 inside, grabbing one, and Scooby coming from the backside, grabbing that one. Gonna confirm Care as well.
Beta 3.
All down to Navalicious, who is pushing the tunnel.
Echo 2. Thank you, 2.
And Sayonara through the box, finding Navalicious. It's a tight angle from little Sayonara. You can see right through here into that doorway. Very tight angle there. Very nice job by Bossfight. Down one member. Still winning round number 2. Right, what a first couple of rounds here. Spicy objective is that's a very tough one to deal with, both offense and defense. If you're not a very coordinated team, Dead Logic having a few new members, and that chemistry may not still be there. It's hard to just jump into things and attack that kill box. If everybody's not pushing at the same time and using the correct utility, it becomes very tough on a team against a team like Bossfight. But this being Bossfight's map pick, map number 1, going to the home team. Bossfight obviously very comfortable with this map, know this map very well, and have some plans on themselves. But Snow Peak has been around for a while, so Dead Logic is not unfamiliar with the map by any means. May not be their powerhouse or their choice, but they still know how to play it and know the angles, know the spots. So we'll see how the rest of this one plays out. Right, as the beeps are going off, get ourselves out of the kill box. Going to tunnel objective. Also inside, a little more CQB on a long map.
That's the reason I didn't say it. No.
Check on the
Hear
offense.
your voice from the direction you've spawned.
No, they can't place the spawn.
And then looks like we got the south spawn, Scooby and Woods 43 running it together again as a pair, heading towards the lakeside. Gonna probably try to push from the north as Legel, Archer, and what was the other one? Little Sayonara are gonna push the horseshoe tunnels. Now there is 2 tunnel entrances on this. It is always good to usually push 2, 1 to each side, and that way you clear them out together. Does look like they are gonna run into Nabalicious guarding the top side of this horseshoe, and he is going to get surrounded very quickly. Will he see Sayonara? Does find Sayonara only down. Going to rotate to this side. Going to run into Legel and Archer, and trading with Archer. Both of them only down though.
Size also with key, get him up.
And that's where confirming bodies, man. This game, you just never know. You could tell yourself you got the headshot. Or you put enough bullets in these bodies, but this is what happens is, they did an excellent job, getting those kills, Navalicious did, but without confirming those bodies, I know he couldn't do anything on the second one, but without confirming that first body, they just get right back up and you're down now to a 4v5. Snow directly on objective. Care and Table 14 both in the north, right behind the same box. A little bit dangerous, but could be very beneficial. And had a drop from one of the members. Just disappeared in front of our eyes. And Dead Logic down to a 3v4 now. Sayonara and Archer still trying to clear out this area.
Beta 4.
As he is looting the body. As you can tell, there are some items here that fell from the dead body. Anything that your avatar didn't use, your body didn't use, does remain there throughout the match for teammates or opponents to pick up and use as needed. Here comes our north push, Woods 43 and Scooby-Doo. Drone in again. Clearing one corner at a time. Can Care hear the drone? Now Care is not visible from the drone. Her backside could be a little bit exposed.
You got him.
Echo 3, Echo 3.
Two coming through the
We
back.
got movement on our right in electrical. Movement right side in electrical.
Drone has not spotted Care just yet. Snow on objective. Archer finding Snow and Scooby-Doo finding Care with the smoke. Not much she can do anymore. Pinned down from both sides. Smoke in the way. Very tough to deal with there, especially when one of your teammates drops mid-round. Bossfight going up 3-0 here on map number 1. All right. Looking at those KDs, we're going to have a little bit of discrepancy as Table 14 did drop last round, which resets his KD. So zeros across the board for him. Furious Daddy with 2 kills. Care with a kill. Snow with the kill. Navalicious. Nothing yet, but still a long match ahead of him. Scooby-Doo running 5-0. And Little Sayonara also 5-0. Unkillable. And 2 kills apiece from Archer and Woods 43. good spread amongst the crews. We'll jump back into the gameplay. Objective does stay in the same location as each team gets a chance at offense and defense on each location of objective.
When they run out the door.
Oh, wait, you could just go. You say that. You're gonna need it this round. I watch it.
And not mirror spawn, but we got garage spawn, so there is a very quick approach here. You can either go left or right into this tunnel or the tunnel on the right, and you are immediately one hallway from objective room. So a lot of action gonna happen right here as things start to go down. Legil getting pre-fired by Snow. Snow finding one. What a great job. Little Sayonara does find Navalicia still in that long hallway to the right.
I killed one. Wait, who dies? Someone dies.
Little Sayonara with a great little peeky stuff here between the underneath the boxes. It's very hard to see that from that long angle on the other side. And looks like the other members of Dead Logic are pushing through the horseshoe, or trying to push through horseshoe, where Woods is going to be contesting this approach. Snow all by themselves, just holding that angle, just letting them know that they're still here, you know, kind of being that distraction as the rest of Dead Logic do clear out. I don't know what these noises are, Snow. Is this just you being distractioner?
Like, you don't have to go around the entire map, you know. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Hey.
As Snow tries to phasmophobia this map, we are going to check on the other members of Dead Logic as they are approaching. One direct hallway straight into the objective. Furious Daddy pushing Woods back down the hallway. Gonna possibly rotate out to this other side. This hallway where Woods is connects the two doorways. Table 14 trying to quick peek this hallway, trying to find anybody as Woods and Table 14 do trade, and 3v3. Little Sayonara still in the tunnel where he started, as Scooby-Doo was in the north, deciding to rotate back as the action is coming down into the tunnels closer and closer to the objective. Snow attempting to peek out this doorway. Very risky, but as long as you don't have anybody directly close, you got a lot of objects in your way. Could see Archer with lasers very, very close. Furious Daddy making his approach through that tunnel. Scooby-Doo does have lasers on it. And here comes Archer. And drawing out that fire for Scooby-Doo to find Furious Daddy. All down to Care and Snow. Care very close to objective. Little Sayonara finding Snow.
Last one, center tunnel.
No, I'm not. Go away.
Hey.
Don't like you. I'm leaving. Bye. See you in a bit.
Okay, are getting aggressive, saying, this is my tunnel. Pushing Scooby-Doo back.
No, why weren't you there?
Grenade coming out, not connecting as Scooby-Doo is pushing. Little flick battle back and forth. And Care does find that kill onto Scooby.
Ooh, see you in a bit.
Little Sayonara coming up, and Care's playing with her food.
Back up. 50 seconds. Back up.
Care's not having it, but little Sayonara hears the footsteps approaching. Grabbing that last kill.
Lost scoop for free. I couldn't.
Very, very good try there by Care, as she was, you know, baiting them out. You know, quick shots, ducking back into cover, waiting for them to approach like they have been. Little back and forth with Scooby-Doo. And she got the better, you know, the better upper hand on Scooby-Doo there. But little Sayonara stayed a little more patient and waited for those approaching footsteps from Care. And as they got closer and closer, he did peek the corner and taking those shots. Dead Logic got the work cut out for him here still on Snow Peak. Is not over. IVRL, we have 2 maps. Best of 9, first of 5 for each map. And it's not just about winning the maps, it's about total points. So Dead Logic do need to get a couple points on the board to make map 2 that much easier on themselves. Now, Bossfight could go 5-0, and as long as Dead Logic comes back and goes 5-0 as well, it does come out to a tie. So all is not lost until the last map is over. Shall see how that one plays out when we get to it. But still, a lot of map left here for Dead Logic. And we will be leaving the tunnels. Let's see where we're going to head to. Looks like we're going to have Double Hanger way out in the southeast. I want to jump into gameplay, but I don't want to leave the great tunes of Phonic. Guess we have to.
Possible
Right,
situation.
you're more like a terror.
All things. Oh my god.
Check on the offense as they do spawn in the garage. Snow shooting.
It's just
over.
pre-firing.
Why you gotta trick me, Snow? I was wondering how you saw people so fast. Offense coming from the garage side of things. Coming out of the horseshoe tunnel. One still going up to the north, it looks like. Couple in the south. Going to surround the objective the way it's looking. Quickly aggressive approach here by Archer and Little Sayonara. Little Sayonara bound to get into some action here, as there is always some south protection on this objective. See if we're going to have any drone action coming out. No drone there.
Yeah.
No drone on these two. Scooby, do you have a drone? Scooby has the drone. And that's where you see the tablet on the back with the wing handlebars there. Can set the drone off at any time. So sometimes you usually wait more mid-round or when you are getting to that point. And that way, in case people are looking for the drone, usually they start looking for it early on and forget about it halfway through.
Okay, give me a second.
Looks like Scooby is going to fire off on the drone. Woods finding table 430.
My guy was on the tower. The tower south of the base.
Legend, what a shot onto Navalicious behind. It's a very common area for someone to play there. MK18, M203 grenade launcher all the way down here. Was down, but now dead.
Fuck's sake. Navi dies.
Snow trying to go for that revive as he was only down there for a minute. Surprising that the body got confirmed. It shows us here that he's tucked here, but the body could have died onto the other player's point of view on the side of the hill or something. more in an exposed area. So snow gonna take over the lake defense. But with that drone out, so hard for me to find it. See if I stay high, maybe I can hear it. Do not hear it. Scooby-Doo finding snow, but not making those shots count.
Negative, negative. He's at that location. I've got a frag. I'm gonna see.
Okay, reviving table 14. Archer and Little Sayonara still in the south. Let's jump around to some POVs. And Woods 43 finding another kill there.
Just cover fire, Scoop.
Watch your left.
Ah, Scooby-Doo with a great grenade. And really, I mean, Bossfight has been doing some damage from a distance. Not even allowing Dead Logic to really see any of these members. I mean, they're getting grenaded from all sorts of angles.
Oh, fuck no.
Care all alone. Has to guard OBJ. And wow, what another grenade! Oh my goodness. And that drone work from Bossfight is really paying off. And the accuracy of the utility, my goodness. Wow. What a tough start from Dead Logic. Bossfight really putting it on to him here on map number 1, which is their map pick. So not uncommon for them to be very, to be winning it. But great drone work there from Scooby-Doo. Letting his team know exactly where these locations are. M203 smoke or M203 grenades, hand grenades and frags, getting multiple kills. And that is the power of the drone, folks. That right there shows you, used correctly and used properly, that's what can happen with the drone. But you got to know the map and you got to know the call outs, and your team needs to know what you're saying. You can't just say, player behind the mountain there, when there's 14 mountains on this map or whatever there may be. But everybody has to be understanding of what you're saying. And man, before we jump out of here and go to map number 2, let's take a look at that last grenade one more time. Care all alone. Has to guard OBJ. And wow, what another grenade! Oh my goodness. Ah, yes. But great job, Bossfight, winning map number 1 here. I am Lampy28. This is IVRL week number 17. We're going to jump into map number 2. They all have left the lobby. I'll see you there in just a second. Heading out. See you back after this intermission. right, welcome back everybody. We are going to map number 2, which is going to be the one and only Subway. And what a map choice, man. I love casting Subway. You basically have CQB on 3 separate floors. All types of great action happening on this map, and lots of utility, lots of great teamwork. Just very exciting to see this one once again. And let's just jump in, check the bans out one more time so you can see what these two teams ban. Again, set number 3 here in the IVRL. The 2 custom maps are Arctic and Shipyard, both off the table here on this matchup. But Bossfight banning Cargo and Arctic. They do not like that close quarters, as we can tell. And then Dead Logic banning Quarantine and Shipyard. Shipyard being a little newer, a little bit of a custom, may not be familiar with it. Quarantine, a bigger map, a little more unknowns with 14 objectives. So don't want to play those. Could be a little strength or weaknesses, but we are headed to Subway. Now, Bossfight did go 5-0 on their map pick. Now, the game's not over. I mean, Dead Logic can still come back and go 6-0. I mean, there is the possibility if they can get a cap in there and time it just right with the rounds, but you can go 6-0 on this map and still win this total match. Everybody's in the lobby, got all 10 members. Let's jump in, check it out. All right, does look like we do have, oh, we got 24 Gray that has rolled in, and Icy Woods has some rotations out from Bossfight. Gonna play a few new members into this second match here. Still same 5 members of Dead Logic: Furious Daddy, Care, Table 14, Snow, and Navalicious. Bossfight running with Little Sayonara, Scooby Doo, 24 Gray, Woods 43, and Icy Woods. And yes, they are brothers. First objective here in Chinatown. As we are getting things started.
I wanted to just practice the silent thing, and that it didn't happen. Sorry,
Yeah, don't talk during the countdown, guys.
Thank you.
We have to more important from our software. Yeah, let's try and remember not to talk during the
Be tracking
countdown.
what happened.
Okay, maybe I change my plans. No.
And Dead Logic getting the offense first here, spawning in mid-platform. Gonna have a good spread, it looks like. Table 14 and Snow gonna head up to the overpass. Horseshoe. Many different words for this alley.
I'll take left, you take right.
Left and right as they go through. I call Horseshoe, some people call overpass. It's known as many different things. Gray gonna find himself inside the dumpster there. Scooby-Doo guarding the north alley. And Care and Navalicious coming up the south. May run into Little Sayonara here shortly. Smoke's out.
Yeah, exactly.
Furious Daddy made his way, or making his way up the staircase here in the far west. Could be service stairs or west stairway. Woods 43 in a very powerful position, hiding behind the trash cans here. Having that gun just hanging up a little bit sideways, you're able to keep your head a little bit lower, but also get your gun out there and use the sights without making contact with the trash can itself. 24 Gray will be hearing any of these guys coming up from this overpass. Little Sayonara contesting this angle. Decides to back off, knowing that... Oh, come on. Knowing that he could get easily picked on this side as Navalicious is approaching it. Woods does find Furious Daddy. Navalicious does find Little Sayonara. 1v1 trade, 2 different sides, still at a 4v4. Do have a C4 light up right here next to the hotel sign. 24 Gray taking shots at Table 14 and crew as they are blinded by the smoke, double layers of smoke. Snow trying to get themselves into that little alleyway there and finding shots on to Gray. Very nice work there. Great teamwork. Bossfight down to 3 members. Icy Woods, Scooby-Doo, and Woods 43. Woods 43 still guarding Sex Shop as Scooby-Doo does come back from the north to help defend. And Woods hearing Care get closer and closer. Will the C4 go off? C4 directly above Care's head, and it does go down. Confirmed shots. What a C4 by Woods 43 and Patience. Tough C4 spot as it was hidden by that sign. All down to 2 members and a trade comes out. Table 14 gonna go back for that revive. Still 2.5 minutes. A little over 2.5 minutes left. And Dead Logic gonna be at the advantage here. 3v2. Scooby-Doo and Icy Woods on objective. 1 watching Sex Shop. 1 watching the overpass stairway. Woods in a very powerful spot here. Guarded by half concrete wall. Guarded by the box. Still a very powerful angle. I would imagine some smokes and stuff coming out from Snow and table 14 to try to block some of this view. And there is the smoke, but a little bit too far of an approach. Icy gonna rotate to a new position and down to a 2v2. I see Woods hearing these footsteps of Navalicious. And he did contest it. Navalicious did get taken out. Looking for Scooby-Doo. Does not get that. Icy Wood with the confirm. Bossfight taking round number 1 of map number 2 here. One more time, look at that full screen replay. Scooby-Doo does come back from the north to help defend. Of that unfortunate C4. Get closer and closer. Will the C4 go off? C4 directly above Care's head, and it does go down. Great patience there by Woods. Waiting for that C4. Right. Round number 1 going to Bossfight. Sorry, making sure that the predictions have been paid out and that we got new predictions up. If you haven't seen them, maybe too late already, but I do apologize for that. Got them in a little bit late. Should have been there through round number 1. Always look for the predictions at the beginning of the maps. They will be there for you as long as we are paying attention. It is a little bit harder with only a 1-man caster. It's where it helps where the co-caster is around. I'm pretty sure they all quit.
There.
You're gonna be on fire support?
Right, everyone.
Here, drum. Take it. No. Take it. I don't need it.
Passing drum mags around as 100-round magazines can be shared on offense there to certain rifles. With the MK18, AK5C. Oh, wow. And table 14 almost dying to that M203 there. Deciding he wants nothing to do with that hallway. smartly backing off, as little Sinar is probably going to waste a little more utility. Grenade coming out, hitting the sign where table 14 would have been sitting. Bossfight really using a lot of utility in this matchup. And man, a lot of it has been connecting, as that M203 would have connected if table 14 was a step or two closer. Snow in the hallway waiting for Scooby-Doo and crew to approach. And somebody down, yep, I see still down there. Does Snow riding a C4. Does have a clacker in hand. Oh, C4 tucked in right here along the wall. Could be hard to see from this angle. May get spotted, just hanging out there just a little bit, depending on how tight they look. As you can see it just glowing green light there. Free fire in the trash can area, which is very commonly used because it has one of the strongest materials on Earth. It is a bulletproof trash can. Stronger than Captain America's shield right there. There's nothing even in it either. Hollow. And C4 getting taken down. You can disable C4 by shooting it or cutting the wires with a knife. Now, it doesn't mean that the C4 still can't explode. You can throw a grenade and use it as a double explosion, but you cannot detonate it remotely. Table 14 in that great position behind the staircase there. Trying to throw utility. Does fall a little bit short. Flash coming out. Woods making his approach. Did make it there across the table 14. Could not get those shots to connect. May be a bit of a utility battle here. I doubt table 14 has any more utility left, as he did throw a grenade. Little Sayonara coming to back up Woods. Snow and Icy trading, both only down.
You got him?
Missing all the action based on what these two are going to do. Dead Logic only down to one other member. Care on objective. Gray reviving Icy Woods, bringing it to a full 2v5.
What? Is there any dead bodies at Woods? I want to grab a gun. I'm gonna come grab a gun.
Little Sayonara finding one. Table 14 going down, or taking down both Little Sayonara and Woods. And wow, that is helping their defense right now. Bringing this from a 5v3 to a 2v3. As two members are still pushing through. Looks like they're going to head to the north. Scooby-Doo waiting patiently in the tunnel here. And this is the approach that they're going to take on this side. Probably going to be bringing some smokes and some flashes. Going to distract them while Scooby does push through. Care taking a peek down north. Didn't see Woods hiding behind the dumpster. Flashes and smokes coming out from the north. Scooby gonna try to go in for this cap. Gonna get taken down. Gray getting taken down. Icy Woods last one up right on the edge. And wow, what a defensive hold.
Oh my god, finally.
What a defensive hold from Care and table 14. They were 5v2. And those two took down all 5 members of Bossfight. What a defensive round from those guys. One more time. Scooby gonna try to go in for this cap. Gonna get taken down. Gray getting taken down. Icy Woods last one up right on the edge. And wow. What a defensive hold there from those two. Table 14, I believe, getting 4 kills that round. He took the 2 down in Sex Shop Alley, and then 2 more on objective as Care held down with all that pre-fire and taking down Icy Woods on that corner. He was blind in the smoke. He didn't know where he was, but man, what a great defensive hold there. And that's all it takes sometimes, is that little, that win, that 5v2 win is going to pump up this Dead Logic side. And man, it's going to bring some more enthusiasm into their, you know, what they needed. It's exactly what they needed. So hopefully they come back strong here, finish off this map, maybe go 4-0 on this, on these next few rounds here. And objective does change, and we are going to go downstairs to mid platform. Can't read any of it. New York City subway. For those that know, the map, Shipyard has the subway train that runs alongside of it up in the air. Now, does that subway train end here at Subway? They are both New York.
Never mind, we're not Marsoc, but still.
Radio
It's
glitch.
fine, it's fine. It's good fact.
Good drills.
Good fact. Armor piercing for Grey.
Yeah, it's gone.
Let's check in with Dead Logic as they do just come victorious on the last round. Holding a 2v5 on defense.
Oh fuck, I'm stuck in this desert.
I'm gonna die.
Please don't.
Be positive, Care. Be positive.
Watch it, watch it.
Little pre-fire coming out from Snow. Got that big box magazine, not allowing anybody to push through there, as Scooby-Doo is making the rounds.
Okay, it's there's no C4.
And Snow just pushing that intensely, not allowing them. Oh man, came right up on him. Oh, and the grenade of Snow downed Furious Daddy. Oh my goodness, what terrible luck, as Snow threw an uncooked grenade, and that 6 seconds before it took off, got Furious Daddy on the approach.
We have Saya on the end of the tunnel.
Nobody around to help Furious Daddy. Wood scooping up that kill, getting little Sayonara back up. Abolitious and Care trying to push through the south entrance here. Boost up the NV just a little bit more for you. And as casters, we're able to highlight, you know, bring extra highlights to the map, make it a little more enjoyable for you guys, as Gray has this very long approach here. Now, generally, this map is this dark, so it'd be much harder to see these guys. Gray looking for that. And Abolitious finding. Ooh, maybe just pre-firing. Looking for Woods on the staircase. Gray in the tunnel.
You know where I am.
Scooby-Doo was in the basement. Woods on the staircase, keeping an eye on the overpass stairs. Little Sayonara on the track still. Gonna be tough for Dead Logic, as they do have to face off against 5 more members of Bossfight. Gray still watching that angle. Table 14 gonna back up the members in the south here. And Woods finding Navalicious.
43, double tap, he's giving fallouts. York killed Sam.
Go away!
There's another
He's
person
by the
there.
train,
There's
by
another
the
person
train.
there,
He's-
43. He's gonna get rezzed.
One on south.
And Care did find 43. What great teamwork that was, but Gray! Gray finding Care, trying to get that revive.
No, it's fine, it's fine. You killed the rezzer. You killed the rezzer.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, mate.
He's calling out for res.
Friendly banter coming, but Table 14 is taking it slow, but has to, because if he's not and he makes any sounds, Gray is going to be able to hear it, and they're going to be able to pinpoint exactly where this guy is at. Now, there's only 2 minutes left, and Table 14 has a long way to go, but any noise is going to be heard from Gray.
Oh, that way? Probably me. Yeah, it's me. Call me up.
Little Sayonara really tucked in behind that wall is not going to see Table 14. Now, Table 14...
Don't think it's that, yeah. I call one and one whiskey. Stop overpass.
Great shot. That's going to cue Little Sayonara to probably peek here. Only 45 seconds left. "30 seconds. Table 14 does have to make some type of move. There's still 3 members of Bossfight left. Scooby-Doo coming out of the basement stairway. Icy Woods on the tracks. And they are going to be pinned down as Icy finds his shots through the railings onto Table 14, securing round number 3 here for Bossfight. And that's going to bring Bossfight's total points up to 7. And that is going to secure their match for them, as Dead Logic cannot get more than 6 points on this map. So still, Dead Logic can take the map from them. They do need to take as many points as possible. That's how the SRS system works here in the IVRL. We do need as many points as possible to reduce the, decrease in points, or, as many points as possible in your SRS factor. Again, as every point does matter. Man, good communication, as you can tell. If you're new at the game, or even myself, still not at the level of, Bossfight and their communication and teamwork. I mean, they're able to, be underground and knowing exactly what's going on with the offense as they're down. They're calling for a res. There's another person there. You may know that internally as you're hearing it, but, not everybody gets on the radio and calls it out to their teammates to help them. And that's how Gray got that kill on Care, saying, hey, they're going for a res. And Gray's eyes went straight over to that down body and watching Care cross that open path. And that's the thing you got to get on this game, is communication is key. Don't worry about staying completely hidden. I mean, unless you're like this flanker that's in a position where you're going to pounce or you're going to be aggressive and you're trying to hide, then yes, don't use your radio as much. But if you're on OBJ protection with teammates around, you need to let them know what you're seeing and what you're hearing. Sometimes you'll find that it's actually harder to move when you know somebody's around your corner. Dead Logic on defense for the same objective. Navalicious staying on the tracks there. Care heading up to the overpass area. Shots coming out. A little more pre-fire.
Fucking hell, mate.
Same thing Snow did last round, as Snow is guarding the same area. And Snow just going out there and downing Woods, but taken out by her own C4. Woods down on top of the stairs. We'll be able to give call-outs. Nobody else around to come over and confirm this body. And looks like Care dropped. What a bad time to drop, as Care does go down trying to protect overpass. Was not killed, just dropped out, disconnection. And that is the unfortunate events happening with, you know, online games and internet connections. As soon as your headset loses connection with the server, you just drop out of the game. It could be something as simple as, you know, a storm or a flick in the Wi-Fi. It could be anything. And you're talking about people connected all over the world. No protection right now on the the objective itself, as they start to do rotate now. Furious Daddy getting closer. Little Sayonara going to come up and try to revive Woods 43.
I want you to hold the angle. Back up. Echo 4, Beta 4.
Why did you just shoot then? Someone was right at me. I'm trying to fall. Yeah, that's the one our kid's calling out. Get me up and kill him.
Little Sayonara trying to go for a
Yeah.
Nito for a revive. Nobody protecting this, as table 14 is in this train. Does have somewhat eyes on objective, but not on that tunnel exit, as Navalicious is watching this north, or this approach. Gonna call out, Woods gonna call out that position as Navalicious does rotate. New set of lasers watching. And really, Furious Daddy, the only one on objective. Now, these guys could technically crawl up right here and hide behind this beam and cap.
That was the south tunnel guy.
All down to table 14. And Furious Daddy. And Furious Daddy out in the open, exposed, but, you know, needs to guard the objective as Woods and Sayonara do rotate out. Still 5 members, boss fight up, as Furious Daddy does go down from, looks like Woods or Scooby. Oh, Icy on the track. And will the res come out? But no, table 14 has been spotted out by Woods, does not connect. Scooby-Doo in the train looking for that kill as well. But Woods finds that shot on to Furious Daddy, confirming that body. Last man up, table 14. They could go for the cap.
Beta 5, try to...
Flash coming out. Flash probably getting little Sayonara as table 14 has moved out a little bit further. Woods going down to Scooby on a pre-fire. And Scooby finding table 14 on the map, protecting the cap.
There's no way we're gonna cap out of that.
What a good round there by Bossfight, surrounding the objective, taking one pick at a time. Unfortunate events for Care to disappear, disconnect there, while that protection would have been great. If she would have got a kill or two up there, would have been a total different story on that offensive approach by Bossfight. Bossfight up 8-1 currently in this matchup. 3-1 on Subway. Bossfight, one of the top teams, you know, not only in the EU, but in the world, you know, amongst the leagues that are going on now in Onward. Very strong team, been around for a long time, very coordinated, know the maps, you know, they, you know, without a lot of planning, they can still go in there and work very well as a team. So very tough to go up against a team like this. Dead Logic doing the best they can. Got some scheduling issue, not scheduling, but roster changes lately. And that's going to throw a little wrench into things. You know, playing new people that you haven't played with before and building that chemistry yet. So not an easy task by any means. As the objective does change, we are going to head to South Stairs.
Thank you.
Ty, are you going aggressive or no?
I'm going to go into the cubby. I'm going to go mild aggressive and get in the cubby and then use util.
Okay. Okay. That makes my C4 kind of redundant, but I'll try it.
Do not go for it, anyways, 'cause I might die. Oh.
That was an awful throw.
How am I supposed to know?
3 to 5.
Depends, mate.
Yeah.
Furious Daddy laying down some pre-fire here at Sex Shop Alley. We do have a C4 coming up over here somewhere. Not sure where that C4 went. Thought it was Gray with the clacker. And Woods finding 14, trying to push that south as two more are going to also push. C4 getting blown. Furious Daddy trying to push onto Woods 43. And that is the power of the big bag guns, the M249, just laying down fire over and over again. Flash coming out. Lots of flashes coming out. Furious Daddy finding Woods. Gray also finding Woods. Care finding Gray as the push still comes out. The strong south push. Navalicious getting taken down by Scooby-Doo. Care finding Scooby-Doo. And Cap is open as Little Cyanera is crawling around. And Care gonna get that last kill. What a round there by Dead Logic. What a push. I really do like that South Stairs, multiple flashes, nothing you can do. Very, very good push there to the south, and what a great job by Dead Logic. Great push. Let's see what the full screen replay can show us one more time on that impressive push by Dead Logic. South push, Navalicious getting taken down by Scooby-Doo. Care finding Scooby-Doo, and Cap is open as Little Cyanera is crawling around, and Care gonna get that last kill. What a stumbling over my own words. Too much stuff was going on, but wow, great job by Dead Logic, bringing them up to another point here, and still not over on map number 2, and they still have a chance to take this map going on to defense as well. So defense, they can grab 3 points here, and then on offense you can come back after that and maybe even cap it, bring it to a 5v3 maybe. We shall see. Great job, great job. Once again, offense and defense are going to switch roles. Objective is going to stay in the same place as we are on the South Stairs objective.
Walking legs.
That's fine.
Scoob's got one smoke. I've got a frag. So if we fuck up a frag, I've got a spare. Just let me know where to throw it.
There's trash alley and flower pot.
Yeah. We'll need that smoke to cover off flower pot when you go to fire trash alley.
Jump around some POVs so you can see and hear what these guys are thinking and planning, as communication is key in a game like this.
It's stuck.
Where did you put the C4? Oh, you put it there. Okay, cool. Nice.
Stuck.
Understood.
Fucking problem.
It's fine. It's good enough. And when they come around the corner, you
Nobody will see that one. Nah, just kidding. It is hard. The C4 is incredibly hard to throw in place. The like connection hitbox around it is probably like a good 12, 16 inches around it. If you throw a C4, you know, or trying to throw around this corner, it'll just like magnetically stuck against the wall. It's a very tough object to get placed properly. But a good thing about that is
I'm scaring them with my scary.
people are gonna know once they're over here, they're gonna shoot it. And even when it is disabled, you can still throw a grenade onto that side. And if you do throw a grenade on that side, the C4 will still blow up. So there is still a good chance of grabbing some kills off of it, even though it being in the location that it's in. And the smoke placement could help block that C4 a little bit too. Curious to see how this one's gonna play. Wow, gets two of them. What a great job there. What a great C4. The frag going off, and wow, what a grenade that went down. A dead body had a grenade on them. Gray had a grenade primed, ready to throw when that C4 took him down, and it confirmed all of them. Dead Logic 5 up against 2. The only 2 men left, Woods and Woods brothers in Sex Shop Alley. Dead Logic just needs to hold tight, watch their angles.
There's still one coming up, like,
I don't think there's anyone coming south at all. Well, I'll just keep watching it, because, like, there's no point in not watching it. They might do something dumb. Okay, there's more smoke coming this way. There's one in overpass, I think.
Table 14, excellent shot onto Woods 43. Icy, last man up. Gonna try to push Navalicious. Navalicious in a great spot, hiding behind that box. Woods grabbing 1. Woods grabbing 2. Needs to confirm.
he's in the back of the sex layer.
Woods grabbing a 3rd. Still 2.5 minutes Wood left for Icy. And Icy doing some work here as he did take down 3 members. Well, 2.5. Third, he's gonna thought he confirmed that, didn't confirm it. They should get that revive, as we will see on screen. Gonna approach it from the south, it looks like. Care at the top of the stairs. Woods finding one, still 1.5 minutes left. Oh my gosh, finding another. 4 kills so far for Icy Woods. And Icy finds the 5th and final kill. Wow. Oh my goodness. And Icy Woods with an ace. 5v1. all the pre-fire, and man, at the end there, that could have played out in so many different ways. The pre-firing and pushing him in the corner, man, it wasn't a bad idea. It really wasn't. It's just Icy can pinpoint your location by those sounds of the gun, and he was just able to come around the corner and get that shot. Man, what a tough one there. Finding another 4 kills so far for Icy Woods. And Icy finds the 5th and final kill. Wow. Wow, that's tough. Yeah, not much you can say about that, but excellent, you know, pick and rotation there by Icy Woods. Just, you know, Dead Logic trying to get a little, not aggressive. I mean, they had 5 up, and it's not like they did that's too much wrong. It's just Icy was on point with his shots. People were peeking corners, trying to get that kill on Icy, and he was just a tad bit quicker. And then the great rotation to the south, not throwing any utility in the south, which was key because it didn't give away his position until it was too late on Care. And found that, you know, shot on the Care, which she was the only one directly on objective guarding that south side. So the other members did have to rotate quickly, and Snow had to find their way back to objective and basically expose themselves around the corner. So tough luck there. But great work by Icy Woods. And we do head to the basement objective.
I much prefer to be somewhere like downstairs or something. Oh well.
I don't think I've ever...
30 seconds max.
No, I need to stay there and watch Cold Machine.
Alright, cool. Just my head's exposed from south stairs.
I'm watching South Stairs.
5-man push here through the basement, through the tunnels. Looks like Dead Logic has taken care of all of the tunnel side. Bossfight just needs to sit back and guard objective, not allow any caps to happen. As you can tell, you got 2 members on the south.
Reservoir.
Hey, come down, mate.
Yeah.
You can
No,
take over.
yeah, I got it.
Yeah, mate. Over here.
Watch that exit, please. I got you.
And smart move there by Gray and Woods to switch. Gray was injured once before, so he is only 1 shot away from dying, and that's why they kind of stuck him back into a more, you know, reserved position. And Avalicious finding Icy Woods at the top of the stairs. Snow creeping out. And Woods finding Avalicious on that refrag.
Okay, stop.
C4 out here on top, waiting for someone to exit and get comfortable.
Okay, the backup tunnel's clear. Watch out for like cracks and stuff.
Will they spot the C4 on the ceiling? That is key right now, because if Gray and them allow these guys to get comfortable down here into a position, especially right here, this position right here, everybody likes to get right here, peek over this railing, and that's exactly where that C4 is placed.
Nah, leave it for a bit.
And right where Care is at. Unfortunate events. Now, the C4 is directional, so that this concrete block could block anything possibly from Care from dying. Very hard to tell if that would affect her or not right there. But the more she peeks out, the worse it's going to be for her. I think Gray has the clacker. I think they traded clackers earlier. Does have it. Being very patient. Waiting for someone to peek their head or something close by.
There's not.
All 4 members of Dead Logic here on this entrance.
Okay, throw the flash. If you can, like, there's an enemy to the left. Perfect.
Wow, the C4 gets 3 of them.
Clear to revive, clear, hurry.
One more at me, close.
Wow, what a C4 by Gray, grabbing 3 of them. Somebody getting the revive, but still taking down 3 with the confirmations. All down to Furious Daddy.
Where you place that? Last guy in basement. Ah!
And Woods cleaning up Furious Daddy right there at that exit with the great backup in the defense. Wow, what a C4 that ended up being. Great work by both sides. Taking a look at the KDs once more as members do exit. Great work. Let's take a look at that one more time.
Perfect.
Wow, the C4 gets 3 of them.
Clear to revive, clear, hurry.
One more.
Wow, what a C4 and confirmation there. Gray wasn't even the one that placed the C4. He even told his partner, he said, great C4, not sure where you put it, but it worked out well for them. Great patience by Gray as well, making sure that they got into location. Obviously, he didn't know where that was, but he wanted them to get comfortable there. Had trust in his teammates that they put it in the right spot. And what a match by Bossfight here today, running away with things 10-2 over Dead Logic. Hope you all had a good time here this evening. I am Lampy28, your solo caster for today. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And there are some matchups tonight. Not sure if they're getting picked up on a cast or not. I do have to play tonight, so I cannot cast this evening. That's why I picked up this afternoon matchup. But we want to thank you all for being here. Appreciate everybody in chats. Clint OZ, Special Ops, Shadow Warrior, Jazzolina, first time chatter, appreciate you being here as well. Hoochie, always a pleasure. Miss a lot as well. Spartan VR, C Quick, Hoochie, Clinton OZ, Swami 420. Spirit, first time chatter, and new to the game. This is Onward. You can check us out, IVRL Discord. You can find a lot of great help there. A wonderful game as well. VR only type of game. But we are week 17 here in the IVRL. Congratulations to Bossfights taking this matchup away. And everybody have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Once again, I am Lampy28. God bless.